Hey there guys, so this episode will be another two-parter. As you can probably tell from the video description. I have loads of content during this video. I spend a load of time deep in the heart of this mountain. Because it's a two-parter, I have already recorded all of the footage, which means should come out second half very soon. But it's just a little quick bit saying, sorry it's being split into two again. I don't like doing it, but sometimes you just can't split things into two episodes, really. So, without further ado, on with the show. We're here for the next episode, and I'm just putting some bees into my new indexer. It's pretty nice. Takes a diamond, some bits and bobs I'd rather not have spent, but it has got infinite bee storage. There's a lot here. It's actually more than 3 apiarist chests, but now I've got an apiarist chest just for princesses and queens. And see here I'm generating away some nice stuff, and I've got my Imperials here running away. They've now got fast productivity instead of slow, which means I've now got here the materials to start doing some royal jelly crafting, which is nice. And I'm beginning to make an apiary, and as soon as I've got the apiary, this thing will damn work. Okay, I can't get my thermionic fabricator to take energy right now, and I don't know why, but hey. So we'll sleep through the night, and then we'll head back to the base for the main event of the episode. We're going to set up our blaze farm along with some power generation. So what I want to do with this blaze farm is fairly simple setup. I'm just going to set up a load of turtles which we've got to make. I'm going to set those turtles up to kill blazes, as I could leave them in the water and that would just gather the blaze rods, but I'd rather get the experience if I can, and I have got a jar I should be able to put... Oh god, I hate it when that happens. Sometimes for some reason my world lags, and I suddenly stop in the middle of the air. I don't know why, but something causes me to stop. So we're going to now fly. We're going to stop over here in the water. Good. Now we're going to go find my stuff. Happens occasionally, guys. While it's an incredibly fun method to transport, it is, I have to admit, not reliable. To be honest, at all. Yeah. Oh well. It's not as cool. It's really cool, but not as good as I wanted it to be. As you can probably tell, I wasn't wearing my jetpack. I don't wear my jetpack most of the time. I only use it for the occasions where I actually need to change something. Like when I'm trimming the leaves on the silverwood trees, I'll use it then. Right, so I've got all my armor. I know what I'm missing. Torches. Honeyed bread. That's all I think I had. Oh, phew. Glad I didn't just leave. I'm missing my sword. Where could that sword have gotten to? Oh dear. I liked that sword. It was very valuable to me. Come on, come on. Give it back. Give it back. Come on. No, no. There we go. Got it. Cool. But if anyone knows if I was carrying anything and I've lost it, please let me know in the comments. I mean, it's too late to know now, but I might as well make a new one. Right, anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the turtles up with a very, very simple attack program. It's literally just going to be turtles sit there. Every 0.2 seconds or something attack, and that'll be it. So I've got to make some more. The whole thing will be 7 blocks wide, so that's easy enough. Miss, where am I looking at? Right, so each of them are going to need a sword. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, 7 swords, and sticks for them. Sticks for them. definitely no load of stone I've got downstairs. I need a load of glass panes. Redstone I've got down there. And I have got some other bits and bobs ready for it. Over here, what do I need? Turtle, I need a computer. I need iron and a chest. Right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to very briefly be right back, and I will gather the resources that I need to make this happen. So I can only guess that it happens less commonly with other materials, but with 2 arcane bellows on each of my infernal furnaces, I've just put in 1 stack of cobblestone and gained, seriously, just under 2 out. So if anyone is looking to make easy experience and some materials, if you've got the energy supply, ingots and cobble work very well with these arcane bellows because you get experience from the smelting of cobblestone to make stone, and you can macerate stone back into cobble. So that's a slightly scarily good way. I don't need standard rails in there. Ooh, 17 computers, okay. I don't need that many, but, you know, there we go. Put that in there, take everything back out. Turtle, ruby sword, melee turtles. Oh. And I need 1 more, there we go. So now we have got 1 last turtle in there, which is important because I may implement a turtle enchanting system, as turtles are slightly better than the brains in the jar. Not much, mind you, but they are better, so we may use them later. Now I will just put the redstone away there later. There we go. I thought I'd quickly show you all my... I'll grab all the things I need for the spawner first. And I will show you... Oh, we need more of that. Great. Red alloy wire, red alloy ingots, redstone and iron. Okay. So then I want half a stack of iron. I thought I'd quickly show you all my current sorting method for things that I have lots of. It involves this ender pouch, an identically placed ender chest, and a little system here. Whole idea being I put things in that, and it sorts them. There you go, that was really quick, and now it's on its way to the redstone, which I want a stack of. But anyway, I will implement some kind of sorting system probably next episode for a nice storage room on this level. But for now, or it'll probably actually be the level below, but for now this will just have to sit here. The whole premise here is very simple. I've got a wooden pipe down there with a standard gate that says if the inventory is empty, supply a redstone signal which stops this timer from being active. The timer has an interval of half a second. And my game has just froze. I don't know why game has just froze. Right, I will be back with you all in a second because my Minecraft has just crashed. Yay, Minecraft crashing! Turns out you cannot make a big cave. Oh, come on, that's kidding me. Right, you cannot make a big cave without having a few tricks to hollowing out a giant mountain. So I just thought I'd quickly show you before we get going on the spawner how I clear out the level, because I'm clearing out this level here so that, well, oh, shut up cars. Right, so that we can start on the spawner, because I want to do all of my energy production on this level. As you can see, I'm getting quite low down, so I thought I'd make it red because it looks pretty cool. So yeah, here's the way that I hollow out. First of all, I start off making this sort of hole on each of them. Well no, first of all I start out by creating the 4 cardinal directions as far as I want them to go. In this case, I don't want them to go to the outside, because now I'm getting quite low. If I do that, then pretty much everything on the ground will be able to get to me. So, we start like this, and what we do is we just dig out. We have some basalt on our hotbar. Oh, that's really easy, actually. Right, so we just dig out right next to this bit here, until we get a block that is open to the air. And as soon as that happens, we always dig the top right first, because that's closest to the outside world, so it's most likely to be used. There you go, just an example there. We then cover that, and then just dig that bit out. And now we continue. And the trick is, once you get a few in a row that do that, like there, you're probably at the halfway point, if these cars just shut up, of your mountain, or whatever you're digging. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to dig out those, put down that. I have got my ender pouch. So I use my ender pouch to get rid of any unnecessary basalt, because that's one thing I've set up in my sorting system, is basalt cobblestone is set up to be taken away. And now the trick with this, guys, is that I set up all these rooms to be 4 tall by default. Of course, then I can put half slabs on the roof, on the floor. It makes everything pretty much 3 blocks tall, or 3 and a bit, depending on the thickness of slab I use. And that makes it a good height for a room. It doesn't feel very claustrophobic like this does right now. Shut up, cars! And it just keeps life going. So, got another patch there. Oh, and we're through. Yeah? So what happens once I've done this, I then do it again on the top. And again, always try and start with that top right first, because it's, well, it's more likely to be gotten. It's more likely to be out to the air. Now I always do try to make sure that there's always on the outside at least 2 high piece, if you like. So if one of these down here, if the bottom block could be there and the top block can't, I will always try and keep them the same. Oh, that's actually a really bad example. But for these 2 top blocks, I don't actually mind. So just having 1 per se. But again, I do always try and mine out a 2 wide section, so I don't get claustrophobic, basically. But as you get to the top, up near the top of the mountain, this is all actually quite flat. There's not much you can do about that. Mountains get sort of curvier when they get to the bottom, because they get more angled to blend in with the ground. Oh, these cars just won't shut up. It's not even rush hour, guys. At the moment I'm recording, this is like 9 o'clock at night here. So why all these cars are going back and forth, I have no idea. But they won't just stop. So, the trick is, once we've done that, and once we've gotten an area where I can get to the ceiling all the way around like this now, I can then start to dig out this giant block. This is going to be boring. I'm just going to do this again, 2 by 2 areas. I've actually made a mistake there. I need to go onto the top because I'm talking, so I'm getting silly. But what I'm now going to do is I'm going to time-lapse this so you can see how I actually do it. It really is simple, but it's sort of just a trick, really, because I've learnt how to do it because I've leveled out several layers of this volcano. So I will just sort of show you all how it's done on a time-lapse. Just going to now skip to when I've done all this area, because there are 2 more sections for me to do. It's going to take a while. Even if I time-lapse, it's going to be like 3 minutes of time-lapse, and no one watches that stuff. So I will just be back in a second. So now we've got everything that we do need to create our nice setup, and I'm just gonna get all of the bits that we need right now to do it. Okay, I'll also take that and the lever. So we're going to set it up in this back corner here as it's sort of a flat. Oh no, we're going to set it up on this wall because it's really nice and flat. The whole idea is I'm going to set it up on this wall, and just here is going to be all the space where we keep stuff. So we're going to set it up on that wall there, and we need 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there. And then we need to do the same this way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're doing this because the spawner will spawn in a 3 by 3 distance in either direction about itself. Which is fairly easy to set up. It can also spawn 1 block above and 1 block below it, and because we've got this 4 tall, because it can spawn 1 block below it as well, by using this as 4 tall we can sink the block 2 down. So that's the middle, and this is where we'll put our soul cage. I will just go get the soul cage now, but we won't actually set it up because that would be silly, because then I'd have to contend with blazes. Okay, so that's where the soul cage is going to go. All the water is going to come this way. This is going to be the end, and then the turtles will go just here. Put that there and there. Okay, so the whole idea is our blazes will spawn in this area, and then they'll all be pushed this way and be killed right here. And then so what I need to do is along this we will put transposers, and what I also need to do is down here, where shall I get out? I suppose it doesn't really make a difference if I put stuff here. Right here what we're going to do is we're going to put all the lines for the pneumatic tube for our transposers to pick up items. So all of these tubes go here. The whole idea is a transposer can and will pick up every item that gets put just on top of it, or in any one of the 4 cardinal directions in a single block, which means if any block gets pushed just onto our friendly turtles blocks, it will get subsequently eaten up, if you like. That will minimise any losses seen by our blaze rods. I'm then going to make this really quite cool. I'm just going to put these blocks here to cover up the fact that I had to dig down. So in essence of it, that is the easy part of our spawning system done. And what I'm actually going to do is also run a wire up here onto the ceiling, and we're going to run this backwards, and right here, no actually, and just here on the very top block I'm going to hide one of these doofers. I'm going to hide a wireless receiver, so we're going to create a receiver dish and that, and then what will happen is that we'll have a lever placed here with the wireless transmitter. So the whole idea being I transmit a signal up from a lever, and then when I want I can turn it off, and that leaves this nice and pretty so that I don't actually even have to look at it. So right now what we're going to do is set up the water. So we set up the water like this. No, not there. Set up the water like this. These Icorium blocks do have a really cool effect. And then now I can actually, other than putting the soul cage in there and the receiver on, that's that system set up. I will now eat some bread, and all we now need to do really is set these guys up. So I'm going to edit startup, so I'm going to say while true do, so forever, if you've got a redstone signal coming from the bottom, so rs dot get input, bottom is spelt with 1M, then turtle.attack end os.asleep for 0.4 end. So this is a very simple program. It just says all of the time, check for a redstone signal coming from underneath. If there is one, attack, regardless of whether or not there's a signal. Wait for 0.4 seconds before trying again. I'm going to set this up on all of the turtles, and that's going to be nice and easy, but we won't start that right now, because what we want to do here is set up this wee little system here. So I need to set up some of my generators. I have 7 generators here on the premise that well, they need to be fed from underneath, so I'm going to put this cable along here. And oh, that was perfect. Right, so now we have 7 generators. Start from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brilliant. Now, these guys are quite special in the fact that they will accept inputs only from the beneath if they're burning them. So that torch has gotten in for some reason, but that's probably because that's because it dropped and it got sucked up by them. Now, they will output 10 EU per tick. Now, an electrical engine, if you don't know, takes 6 EU per tick. Won't take any more, but can take less. And what I've got here are some basic circuit boards that reduce the EU input by 1 EU per tick. This means that each of these generators can run 2 electrical engines. That's really useful, because 2 electrical engines is just what I want them to run. So we can set up just there. Oh, I need a wrench, which I haven't got, so we'll just set it up for now like that. So we've got 3. So each of these guys will feed into that. So these generators will feed power into an identical, close by block. Now I've got to be careful when I put them in. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So each of these outputs 2 Minecraft joules per tick. Now it is possible to get, or it should be possible to get 1 electrical engine to provide the same power as I'm getting out of 2. But unfortunately, these electrical engines, in order to do that, require 1 tin electron tube and 3 iron. Whole idea is 1 tin electron tube will raise their power intake by 7 EU per tick, raising it to 13, which is more than a generator can handle, and then 3 iron reduce it back down to 10. The iron electron tube does increase its output, however, by 2 microjoules per tick. A little bit of number crunching for you. That means that it generates out 4 microjoules per tick while taking in 10 EU, which is exactly what having these 2 engines does with simple circuit boards. So there's not really much point, if I'm honest. So now what we need to do is we need to take this guy around here, and then it will feed into a barrel and a chest. Whole idea, because I'm using a barrel and a chest, is that I can detect overflow after the barrel. See, the barrel only detects from the top. That's because that's what barrels do. And then the chest will detect. I can use to detect. Whole idea is if I've got a full barrel and I've got a full chest, I want a redstone signal to be emitted and to turn this whole doodad off. So what I've got is I've got that there. I'm going to have a wireless transmitter similar to the one over here that says if the chest is full, emit a redstone signal. That will go into a transmitter, and Bob's your uncle. So what we want is we need the recipe for this, which takes a wireless transceiver and an obsidian stick. I need re-ether pearl, which is fairly easy to make, and I need an obsidian stick, which again is fairly easy to make, so I'm going to need 2 obsidian for every piece. How do I make a receiver dish? I need a stone bowl, again, which is easy to make, and I only need 1 receiver dish. However, I'm going to make 2 so that I can have an indicator somewhere else in my base. So we'll just go up 1 to here. We're going to want... that's going to do the receiver dishes. And I've got some stone wafers lying about. How many stone wafers do I have? Oh! Oh, spider! Get away, spider. Redpower. I have a few stone wafers, so we should be able to deal with that. We'll make receiver dishes, stone bowls. I need loads of those, that's easy enough. And I need 2 obsidian for every piece I need. I want to make 2 transmitters and 2 receiver dishes. So that makes 8 sticks. Brilliant. I need to get the redstone from downstairs. Oh, my chests are doing the weird chesty let's all point south dance. I don't know why, but look, they always point south for some ticks. And they flick. They all flick in time. It's a really weird dance that I'd rather wish they didn't do. Anyway, for 4 of them... oh dear, I'm running low on that. I need 4 per gem, which means I need 16. I need 16 redstone plus 2 per item. So I need so I need 16 plus 2 per dish, so I need another 8. So guys, this is where this episode ends. I am sorry, I'm just going to have to split it here, as there is no real convenient time around the midpoint of the video that I recorded. So this will be it. However, I am, as you watch this video, at least if you watch it as early as you can, I am currently uploading the next half of this episode. So it should be out with you as soon as I can. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I will do my best to respond to any and all interaction you try with me. So if you send me a message, if you comment on the video, if you like it, I'll do what I can, see if we can't get something special done for any of my viewers. Thank you all for watching. As always, this is Vralka. Ta-ta for now.